Okay. We're live. We're live. And I need to do the tweet. No, I don't need to open Steam. I need to do the tweet. The tweeter. Copy message. Nope. Copy link. Copy text. Sure. And we'll tweet this. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, new camera. I am very happy about this. It's actually the phone I was using before, which was a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. But for whatever reason, the anti-flicker on it, or not the anti-flicker, the shutter speed is like way better than it was before. But look at this wide-angle lens. You guys can see this camera hasn't changed. I did mirror it because it was the other stream. I think Azar was like, "Are you left-handed, phalanges?" And I was like, "No." And then I realized it just had it mirrored and I didn't need to. Where Nova? She's sleeping on bed. She will come. Probably. Now that she hears me talking, she might come over here soon. We'll see. Damn, I got so much stuff to repair. It's tough because I want to label the streams something that's like watchable. Like here I know I'm going to do the Incot 039. So like that is kind of interesting. But that's not the only mouse I'm going to do because it's like so short. And I don't entirely know what mice I'm going to do. I guess I could be more prepared. It's a balancing act though. It's like if I get more and more prepared, then I think it's going to take longer and longer to make content. And that's going to make me I want to make content. Yep. So unfortunately I like really can't get close to the camera. Maybe I should have thought of that son of a gun. We can move it slightly. By the way, I do have the text-to-speech bot running too, so you guys are free to use the !TTS command. Okay. Let's get started. We'll start with the Incot 039. I just need to do a fulcrum mod to... Dude, I am gonna hit my head on the... Yeah, you see my little purple sticky notes here? That's so it's to reduce the glare from... I got new overhead lights that new to me that were sitting in my garage. Is this just my hair if I do this, though? It is. Hair cam. Okay, you guys don't need to see hair cam. Yeah, so these Incot skates, these are fun because they're orange, but they're very thin. It's about 10 a.m. for me right now. We got a couple cousins coming over for our lunch. Not too long from now, so I do have a hard stop time. Oh, there's like serial numbers on these stickers? What? Alright, zoom check. The focus is like a lot better on this camera. The autofocus. Yeah. Happy with that. Yeah, my Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3, I bought it used for like $450, I think, on Facebook Marketplace. When the phone was relatively new, that was like a smoking deal. It was like probably $500 cheaper. Or they were probably trending at like $500-600. I think the guy just wanted it sold fast. I was actually with friends, like when it got posted or whatever, something like that. We ended up going with friends to meet up with the guy. The ladies went and did their own thing, and me and my buddy went and, yeah, picked it up. But it's, the screen, it has like a dead pixel on it, so like my resale value, so my trade-in value is already only like $50. My resale value is then a little bit more than that, and then with the dead pixel, I don't know, my resale value is like $50, and $50 on eBay after fees means more like 38, and this is a very good camera for $38. Z Flip 3 from 2021. Yep, I get a wider angle lens here. Punch way the heck out here. One thing I was debating though is, do I want to change my viewports? Like what you guys see. I could shrink my side camera, my Nova camera. Oh, you guys are gonna say, no, don't shrink it, make it bigger. She's not here right now though. I do have an extra camera now. I do have an extra phone. So I could have a third camera running that is literally just a Nova cam. But the Nova cam, she comes and goes. And I'm not about to get the shot collar out again. We stopped doing that. We never did that, to be clear. How about the sensor ring? Do I leave it in? I'll leave it in for the lulz. Alright. I don't even know how far. Oh my gosh, you guys can see all the way over there? Wow, I gotta be careful what I show off on camera now. I can't have all my illegal paraphernalia on just outside the frame. The frames, I don't have any illegal paraphernalia. Not that I know of, at least. I am wondering if the dog's gonna come over here. Can somebody say something in chat? Because I need to check audio levels. I don't know, is my music really loud? I'm scared that, like, just say a message. It doesn't even matter. You can put spam. I just need to hear the ping sound go off. I guess I could ping myself, but then where's the fun in that? Yeah, 039. This is a great mouse. Daz had it in his, like, top 10. It really is a good mouse. Oh, I've already bent the fulcrums? Wow. Yeah, they just felt too light. Maybe it's just the click design. It's a weird mouse in that the comfort grooves are rather far forward. Yeah. Yeah, I actually think I need to make these stiffer. That's interesting. Okay, too big. You guys can see how quickly I make my space dirty though. Messy. Not dirty, messy. Like the soccer football player. I don't know. Do you guys want me to be more zoomed in? Sure, that ought to be quite a bit stiffer. Yeah, they're using like a silicone. Look at that. They're using a silicone rubber on for the pad instead of Huh. Yeah, it makes the post travel, you know, the end stop much firmer than a normal foam would. Okay, music, you can keep playing. Maybe I just have it turned way down. Yeah, I do. Well, welcome guys to the stream. We're working on the Incot 039 right now. Just doing some fulcrum bending to make it more... Weirdly, I want it to be firmer, so that's what we're doing. Hello, it says DT Giet. Hey, I've seen your name around here, haven't I? So the 039, this was one of Daz's like top mice. He loves the shape. I think he said when he was playing Battlefield, this is what he mainly used. I mean, similar shape, but a bit smaller and flatter, shorter, is the BGN F2, which he's also very much been loving. I also love it. Look at that. Look at this. Oh, this is so nice. See, to access that screw, they did a little cutout in the PCB. Yo, Incot knows what's up. Wow. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I might need to boost my brightness here. I think I'm gonna do that. My EV, whatever this means. of 5? What's EV of 0? Minus 4. Okay. Alright, we'll try an EV of 5, whatever that means. I don't know camera terms. I'm just a mouse boy. Okay, that feels pretty good. My left mouse is a little bit lighter than my right mouse. Hello, good evening, mouse people who... what cam and what translucent mouse is that? Oh, good question. So the camera is just a Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. It's my old phone, but it's worth basically like, I sell it and I get like 30 bucks for it, so I might as well just use it to upgrade my existing phone, or existing camera, which was the Samsung Galaxy S8 with a cracked screen. This one has, this Z Flip 3 has a bad pixel. That feels kind of funny. This is the Infic INX, but specifically the like low-end version. Oh, sorry, you guys can't see that side. Yeah, INX SE. Lovely little shape. Side buttons are too far back, but lovely little shape. I'm gonna do a color swap with my INX because this is just using some crappy S305 sensor. Yeah, I'm not loving. Here's my skates. You guys see my Reddit and Instagram post that went off apparently? Dude, it's so weird what gets traction. I don't know. Like, I kind of had on the back of my mind, I'm like, this might go crazy because it's at like 300 upvotes or retweets, whatever, likes. And I was like, I don't think it's gonna, like, it might, but it's content that does well on social media like that. It has to be very quick. Like, you don't have to look at it for too long to understand it. It has to have a little level of either humor or, yeah, it has to be like, if you just do something that's informational, people don't care. Anyway. And it has to be relatable. That's the last thing. It has to be relatable. I could base sand this one. It's a shame they did, on the base here, they did a groove for this rear mouse skate thing. I don't know. And then they did raised edges for the actual skates. If they just made it all flat or all these recessed ones, then you could just put whatever size skate you want on the bottom there. I'm going for dots because I'm not even going to count them. Each one of these is 20 though, and I have, I don't know. So something like the white ones here, I have 20 times 17. 340. Yeah, so I have like over 1,000 skates here. And they're cheap too, because these are all ones that I got with AliExpress. Like, they're like, it's like $3 usually for like a set of 120. It's like $3.50 for a set of 120. And then you can usually get coupon codes that will be another 12 to 20% off. And then the coins you apply first. The coins are like 62% off. I don't know, you guys can do the math. And then on top of that, you get the, is that too firm? My right mouse has, like a little bit of wobble in it. I don't know if this is coming through on the mic, but that's it, just touching the dot, the plunger dot. So let's redo this one. Oh, see, when I go off camera, it's usually me holding it against my body and then popping it apart like that. No giveaway. Was that you? Somebody asked about a giveaway. Yo, you pay for shipping, I'll send you dot skates, but at that rate, just buy them from AliExpress. But the thing is, I don't want to give away my supplier because you guys will make them either raise their price or go out of business or go out of stock. I told you the cheat code. You guys can go find them. Yeah, you get them from the coins page. Let's see here. I need to put the chat in a place that it's like not so glaring. Hey bro, the red dots work on a glass pad like control. I don't know. I thought these are faster skates, but maybe I'm going crazy. I don't know. The red and the white I feel like they're probably just the same. These are a harder skate. Yeah, I don't know. Does any of this help? Like, can I... I don't know if this is any helpful, but... I heard those cheap dots aren't that fast. Yeah, maybe not. 50 USD to ship and 50 to import. Yeah. Do you have any recommendations for Viper V2 Mini? Viper Mini slash V2 Pro clone long-term use? Yeah, that's so... Man, I don't know. The long-term use question is one that kind of throws me because, like, mice are generally... They all use pretty much the same components. And they're not as complex as something like an automobile. So... I don't know, dude. Go for something with optical switches and an optical encoder. If, like, when you say long-term use, I don't know what that means. Hang on one second, guys. Yeah, Lauren? Yeah, I will. Okay, one moment, guys. My dog is, I guess, throwing up, so I'm gonna be right back. Oh, wait, I paused the music? Whoops, my bad. Sorry, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, I'm terribly sorry, guys. I'm gonna go give my dog some breakfast, but I'll put my wireless headset on. Come on, Nova. Yeah, my wife is in the shower. And so she yelled at me to come here, and I was like, what's going on? And she's like, the dog just came into the shower with me and threw up. I was like, oh, well, that's convenient. Did you just wash it down? She was like, yeah. But can you make sure she didn't throw up anywhere else? So I don't know. My dog, I don't know why she... Nova, come here. I don't know why she throws up. Come here, Nova. Come here. Come here, Nova. Echo. Turn off the lamp. So I'm gonna try letting her go to the bathroom, I guess? I don't know. I let her out at like 6 a.m. today. Oh my gosh, it's freezing cold outside. I probably could have grabbed one of the cameras to take with me so you guys can watch me let my dog out, because at least that's something better than just watching the static image. I don't know. I guess we talk about mice. Oh man, she pooped on her cable. We put her on a lead. She pooped on the cable and she got me yesterday. I didn't realize it till I got to work and the cable had rubbed against my thigh and dog poop on my pants at work. And I was like, oh, okay. So I go to the... Oh, shoot. So I go into the men's room in a stall and I'm like sitting there with toilet paper trying to wipe it off. It was gross. I don't know, man. Dogs or something.
Oh, is Nova doing okay now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're using the text-to-speech. You're absolutely brilliant. Yes, she's doing A-okay. I just let her out to... I'm downstairs. I got a wireless headset. Sometimes she throws up if she like really needs to go to the bathroom, which is like really frustrating because we've well, she taught herself to scratch at the door when we want to let her out. But maybe in the past 6 months, that has turned into she scratches at the door anytime she wants anything. So sometimes it means potty, sometimes it means I want to play, sometimes it means I want to go to bed. I mean, usually what we end up doing is every time she does it, we just let her out because just in case. Or sometimes she just won't do anything. I don't know, man. She is out there pooping right now, so that's good. The other thing for throw up is sometimes I feel like she'll throw up if she doesn't get enough food. Dogs have such high metabolisms. It's pretty crazy. They're like dogs are interesting animals. They develop relatively quickly. Like they grow in size a ton. It's funny, if anyone has particularly large dogs, when they're puppies and they're growing, they'll get hiccups a lot. Hiccups are, my understanding is hiccups, we're not like 100% sure what causes them, but I'm pretty sure like one of the leading theories it has to do with muscle growth and like new nerves and muscles being developed and not really knowing what they're doing. Because like even my wife's pregnant and even the baby in her tum-tum has hiccups. She was at a doctor's appointment the other day where they were without like getting into it, basically they like heard hiccups or like were able to observe hiccups, which is hilarious, just hiccuping in the womb. So yeah, dogs will like hiccup while they're young a lot. Right, girl? Yeah, she pooped a lot, so I guess that's good. And she didn't eat her breakfast either. I don't know. Man, I tell you though, I built a deck off my house. I think if you watch enough of my videos, you'll see the deck. And it is so nice to just let her off. Because our first floor is raised, right? So it's very common building practice here, maybe across the world, but it's particularly in the US, where your house is, you know, you step up onto your porch and then you step up into your house. So that's a couple feet there, let's call it, you know, like, you know, 500-600 millimeters. So you're raised up off the ground, but that also means, so off my back of my house, I have like probably 4 or 5 feet to the ground. Yeah, because my deck, that's right, I remember I cut the posts at like 52 inches. So if I'm 5 feet above the ground, what is that like? It's like 1.6 meters, maybe. Yeah, I'm not letting my dog jump off that. So the deck has been really nice for letting her out. Not to mention it's just like a cool hangout place. And I didn't spend a ton of money on it either. I try to DIY as much stuff as I can in life. I did splurge a little bit and we did go with a composite decking, specifically Trex brand. But it's like, for the amount of, so my deck, it's roughly, I want to say it's like, it's a 24 by 16 foot deck. So what is it? It's like 384 square feet. Sorry, I'm not going to do that conversion. 16 feet is probably like 5 meters by, I don't know, you guys can figure it out. The total cost of the deck, doing it myself, was about $9,000. The one thing I did hire out is, we have to, is she going to be frozen? No, you're not frozen. Thank you, Nova. Good job pooping. I know, because you got water all over you from going into the shower with mommy. Silly dog. So out of the $9,000, I did everything myself except for the only things I paid for were I did rent. So I got a guy who dug the holes for the posts. The deck is supported by 9 vertical posts going into the ground. They go into the ground something like 52 inches because where I live in Michigan, you have to go below the frost line, the frost depth, so that your posts stay rigid and don't like have freeze thaw cycles from groundwater, which moves them and causes big problems. So yeah, here I think we got to go down like 48 inches. So I went down 52. So I paid a guy with this big ol' auger. You good, Nova? Yeah, you want to come hang out with me, Nova? Let's go hang out. Yeah. You want to go on stream? You want to see your stream, boys? No? Okay, I'm gonna give my wife an update, then I'll be right back. Okay. I tried getting Nova to come in here. Come here, Nova, but I don't think she's gonna. Sorry, guys. Anyway, the deck, yeah, so you gotta dig down below the frost line. So I got a guy with like he had a bobcat with a huge auger attachment that he had fabricated, and he dug like these massive 24-inch holes, like 52 inches down. You fill those with concrete, you put your post in it. Where was I going with this? Sorry, I paid him like $600, and I also rented the cement mixer for him for $50 for a few weeks. So that was the only stuff I paid to have done. And I was out there with him. So, I don't know. Then I did everything else myself, and I'm really glad I did. Yeah, building a deck, it's good fun. It's a lot of repetition. So it's like a pretty, I don't want to say it's an easy building process. It's pretty straightforward. Like, if I were to move homes, which, oh my god, don't even tell me about that, because I feel like I put so much effort into this one. I love this house. But if I were to move homes, I'd probably build another deck myself. As long as it isn't, like, really complex or really... if it's low to the ground, it's a lot easier. Yeah. Or if you're in a warm climate that doesn't have freeze-thaw cycles in the winter. What? Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, these clicks don't feel like amazing. But I think that's what we're gonna go with. Dang, this... See, it's tough because I want to be able to see the camera because then I can zoom in and I can see what I'm zoomed in on. But then it's like right in my way. So it's very, like, I want to be... This is like gonna be hair cam, but I want to be like right here looking at it. But instead I'm like back here doing one of these. I guess I can hold it up closer. Yeah, that's an option too. Man, love the stream, says Yusuf CF. Modding mice has become such a relaxing hobby at this point. If you don't mind me asking, what's your main job? I'm a mechanical engineer. I currently work at an automotive company. Fun fact, if you watch enough Mousecasts, I accidentally wear one of the shirts on stream. Whatever, I'm gonna get doxxed. If somebody really wants to dox me, they could. There's also one very easy way to literally just get my address, but I'm not gonna say what it is. But yeah, as a mechanical engineer, the company I work for builds paint shops for the automotive industry. So an automotive manufacturing facility, like, will be 3 buildings, usually all connected. The first is a body shop where all the body panels are stamped, formed, welded together. The next building is the paint shop, which is what we build. So my company is often the general contractor for a paint shop. So general contractor means everything, like usually even the building itself. Everything from the sewer lines for the bathrooms to the stacks coming out the roof for ventilation to the air handling units. Yeah, it's a lot of airflow related stuff in a paint shop. And then the third building is general assembly. That's where they install the headlights, install the seats, install the, fill the gas tank, install the wheels and tires, the engine. Those are usually the three main assembly plants. That's what my company does. Me myself, I'm in the R&D department, or what used to be the R&D department. The company doesn't have a whole lot of money right now, so the R&D department, which operates out of Margin, is on hiatus right now. I'm one of 4 people in the department. So like R&D is cool because it's like the most different that it can be. Let's get a quick weight of this. I think I'm happy with how these clips feel. They're a little stiff, but that's okay. It's an aggressive shape, so 48.39 grams. Cool. 48 grams on a large mouse like this is pretty nice. I mean, you wore the TiVo shirt so you can confuse them. Yeah, I actually work for TiVolution. My name is Joel. Time to say some inflammatory things on Twitter. No. Joel is such a nice guy. Let's actually repair this one. So this one, I rubber banded. What did I say about this one? Fulcrum bend stiffer. Okay, done. These are rubber bands from work that I use when I release drawings. Left mouse button not working. Okay. So let's try checking this one. This is a DU AE 950, the original plastic one. If I had known about the how great base sanding was for reducing weight, I wouldn't have done the destructive base mod. But luckily I did it rather tastefully here, where I didn't totally go ham with it. Sorry, I gotta hold it up to the camera. You guys can see it a little bit better this way. I don't really know what's. Can I actually see my zoom number? Oh, I can. So 1x zoom is. This is considered 1x zoom? No way. This is a wide angle. Maybe 1.5 is, because this camera does. Skips over 1.5. Yeah, it keeps going like 1.4, 1.6, whatever. This is like a 1x zoom here. Okay. That actually looks pretty natural. Okay. I don't know what I was saying. It's awesome that you get to work in such a creative field. Keep it up. No, it's not a creative field. That's the thing. That's why I'm job interviewing. I had a really positive interview earlier this week. Automotive paint finishing hasn't really changed in decades, so I have TTC golds in this and it's not working? Okay, it must be a solder joint problem. TTC golds are pretty dang reliable switches. The other guy who asked, he's probably not here anymore, but the other guy who asked about a reliable mouse, and I said, like, get something with optical switches and an optical encoder. Yeah, not a lot of options there, but I don't know. It's surprisingly, guys, when you ask a question to anyone, not just me, but to anyone, any reviewer looking for recommendations on Reddit or in DMs, give more constraints than you think. Be like, because if you just say, I mean, like, the worst question is recommend me a mouse, because there's no substance to that, and it's hard to answer if you actually care. I don't know. Or I could just not care and say MCHO's L7 Ultra Plus. But if you give constraints and you say, I want a rear hump, I like the color pink, I don't like Razer because they burned my house down, then at least those are things to work with. Okay, you need those things. Then well, I guess this goes back to MCHO. I just described an MCHO's L7 Ultra Plus. Oh yeah, I just straight up didn't do a solder joint on this? Or the pad is toasted? Yeah. Well, okay. It's that middle pin. Well, let's see what we can do here. ROM SHSL stuff. Yeah. Yeah, he was looking for a Viper V2 Pro clone. So ROM SL 01 NCOT 039 that we just did is kind of like a larger version. Which, where did I put that? Wait, oh, I put it on the pad. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if I actually do want to mount this camera lower down. Because with such a wide angle, before I needed the camera high up to like get a wider angle, but now with how wide angle this lens is, look at how chubby my hand looks. What? Why does my hand look so fat over here? Look at my phalanges. My soldering iron smells like it's burning. It is a bit wide. Yes, indeed. Indeed. It gets a little hot in here, too. Turn on another fan. Winter time, but gotta turn on the fans. Maybe I keep my house too hot. Solder. Let's see, this is like, man, I gotta... Can I go on this side? Can I solder from this side? Is my hair gonna be in this stream here? No, I'm not. Okay, I can solder from this side. Oh, I think that pad is gone. That's not good. Phalanges, what did you do? Do you do any aim training, or what games do you mainly play? Or are you just casually modding mice for science? Asks Yusuf. I used to be big into the Battlefield series. Battlefield 6 I didn't like, though. And then... right now I've been playing Crab Champs with Daz. I assume you know who Daz is. I don't know. Most of the people here are here because of Daz's channel. Like, I'm pretty sure that's like most of Mousecast viewership. Okay, we're gonna try plugging this in. Sorry, y'all are gonna get a Windows sound. We're gonna try plugging this in and seeing if that fixed left mouse. Sorry, that was me. No, left mouse is not working. Oh, crap, the pad is gone? How did I manage to do that? Oh, okay. I guess we gotta try doing the trace trick. So let's first start out by cleaning it real good. With some isopropyl alcohol. Oh yeah, obviously I got a new mat too, guys. You like my new mat? Again, there was that guy who commented who was like, something, you can't trust this guy because look at how dirty his space is. His camera's bad. He needs to get he needs to get a Sony camera. And like, I don't care about this dude's opinion, but it did have me realize like, maybe I should upgrade my setup, not because of this asshole, but because you guys, like you guys would benefit from, by the way, is this hair stream right now? I'm right here. Okay, a little bit close to hair stream. But it's so, like, I'm sorry, it's just kind of tough for me to, I need to be able to see what I'm doing. Again, I can hold it up, it's just awkward. Is this off camera? See, my light is over here. Maybe my setup is not as good as I thought. My light's over here. Okay. So I hold it over here, but then you guys have... This is blocked off from... Yeah. So... My hands, it looks so funny. So, do you guys want... That is a question for y'all. The side that's over here with my side camera and my little stream image, whatever music I'm listening to at the time. Do you guys want this to be smaller? Maybe. Feels cozy for DIY, folks. There's a pink card or something in front of your face. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, these things here are just sticky notes to prevent glare so I can see the screen. nuts, dude. I'm not really seeing... And TTC golds are transparent too, so I can see that it is in fact making contact. I doubt that there's any issues with these switches. Yeah, TTC golds are actually pretty decent switches, the 60 million specifically. 80 millions get a little stiff, 30 millions are too light. It's a bummer that the different switch life ratings actually feel different. I don't want side cam to go. Yeah, it wouldn't go. It would be shrunk down. Like, I could make it skinnier. Why is this sticky? What? Oh, I can't really see the trace. Dang, that really bites. Crap, dude. I cannot see that trace. I do have like some solder goobers on another spot in the PCB that might be creating a short, but I don't know if that would be causing my issue. Probably not. Yo, this PCB is actually pretty decent. This Dare You PCB. Nordic N52833. Pretty tall encoder. A smaller PixArt lens. 3395 by the way. 100 million power battery that I stuck to the top of this. Worst feeling ever when a pad gets lifted. I think soldering pump causes it. I've started using the pump from the other side. PCB helps to prevent lifting these pads. Yeah, I've never had a problem with the pump, like taking it. It's been too much heat, usually is the main cause from my experience. Yeah, some people swear by solder wicks. I don't really know what to do though, because I don't see the trace. I don't see the trace on the other side either, because that would help me see if it's a mirror image. Sorry, I know hair stream. Yeah, this is actually really annoying not being able to see what I'm really doing here. Okay, I think I did sever that, so that's good. Alright, I'll try one more time. But I don't think that's gonna change a damn thing. Sorry, my Windows sound. Yep, no change. Press left mouse. Yep, right mouse still works. Okay then. Oh, solder wick is so slow and I've burnt my hands with it. Oh, geez. I've never had that issue. Just the problem with solder wick, it's consumable and it never does a good job is my problem. Well. I could take, I mean, how much do I care about this mouse? I could take a wire brush to the PCB and start. Oh my gosh, I charged my Dremel the other day and it's like so much more powerful. Who would have thought? Maybe I need to do that more often. Yeah, sometimes taking a wire brush to it, I can clean it up enough to see the traces a little bit better. Because the trick is to solder to one of the, to expose one of the PCB traces and solder like jumper to it. What are people in chat saying? You can remove the solder mask and use a nail to find the trace. Hey, it says user and Vigile. User Ali Raza. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I know, to remove the solder mask, and by solder mask you just mean like the friggin' top layer of the PCB pretty much, right? I don't know. I've cleaned that the best I can. I do remember the Incot 03, the 0, no. The VGN Y2, the solder joints were on actually beneath the switch, not on the backside of the PCB. So I could try that real quick. So I've started a second garbage bin in here. One's a garbage bin, one's a recycling bin, because I was opening up the AliExpress switches, all these, not switches, skates, all these, and each one of these is individually wrapped. And it just feels so bad throwing away all that one-use plastic. And I'm not some like hardcore environmentalist, but doesn't it just feel bad like you just unwrap something and it's just gonna go in a hole in the ground? I don't know. I feel bad about it, so I started a recycling thing. I don't know. Maybe the recycling isn't any better because there's stories of recycling trucks just literally going to the landfill with it all. But maybe it makes me feel a little bit better. What is that blue mouse? It looks so nice. It says Vigile. Yeah, it's an Infix INX. No, not INX SE. So it has a crappy tier sensor. I need to color swap it with my proper INX. Yeah, that's me when I'm throwing bubble wrap. Throwing? Oh, throwing away bubble wrap. Yeah. It's just packaging, dude. You know, it served its purpose. So, like, and then it just, yeah, landfills. It's literally just a hole in the ground forever. Damn, I don't think we have access to, Dude, this I'm gonna have to do something about this camera. This is actually really annoying for me. I have to be so far away from what I'm working on. Like, I would much rather it be... Oh my gosh, it's like so much better if it's here than if it's here. Yeah, okay, well that's good. I learned something this stream. I'm gonna drop my camera lower probably. So that it's at more like chin level. Yeah, I'll do that. And then it'll be closer to stuff for you guys too, so the angle lens won't look as wide. I'm sorry, here stream. Let's clean this up. Maybe I can solder to the side of the PCB. Man, yeah, that pad is... It's pretty much gone except for like one little sliver of it. Man, wait, my camera had like such good focus before. Why isn't it focusing now? Right, that's not focusing the best. Dang, okay. Yeah, I know that pad's going. Let's try cleaning it up again with the white brush. That's what you're doing, 0.38 cents post. What was that, Lauren? In 10 minutes? Okay. Okay, yeah, that's no problem, Lauren. Sorry, Lauren was asking me some questions. I'm gonna try to get to that other side. Here. I think I see the trace. And there is a pad on this side. Yeah, I do see the trace. Sorry, it's off camera. Yeah, okay, I need to work on my stream setup here. Luckily, I think I know what I need to do to get the stream set up a little bit better. I'll actually put the light at the same level as the camera too, instead of the camera above the light. Because right now, like, I'm in light over here, but I'm not over here. Yeah. So how do I get to that? How do I solder to a trace on the other side? Hi y'all, this is me, SweetX. What's new? What's new? I had a job interview that went really well. I really hope I get a good offer from them. It's walking distance from my house, which is just crazy here in America. Like, people don't really walk to work unless they're in a big city. Okay. Well, I think, you know what? I don't think I really have time to fully address this because we have guests coming over shortly. My wife wants me to clean a bathroom, but I think it's only going to take a few minutes, so I probably have time for something a little bit easier. What, Lauren? I got the scrub brush out, hon. It's only going to take like 5 minutes to do. So I think I'll grab a mouse over here that I still have a bunch of mice from when I was doing all that base sanding that I still haven't reassembled. So I could just reassemble one of these and be done. Endgame gear, no, deluxe. Sure, we can do this one. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this one here. Ajaz AJ159. I think this is the wait, 159. Oh shoot, they start blurring together. 139, 159, 179, 357. At least they're unique names, I suppose. But like, I wish they were more memorable. Um, 4.2 kilograms of mouse pads to get rid of. Guess it's finally time to clean up. Yo, that is the truth. Damn. You quantify your mouse pads by weight. Oh, my music paused? My bad. Yeah. I ripped out a hole in my wall because I tried mounting my mouse pads to the wall. I ripped the hole straight out. Yeah. Yeah, classifying mouse pads are heavy. They really are. So, is there anything I wanted to do to this guy? I don't really love... There's so many I wanted to actually weigh them. Yeah, that's brilliant. I don't think this pink rubber... It fits well, but it looks kind of cringe. Right? The transparent wheel even looks cringe. I wonder if there's another wheel I can go to. I have reorganized my... like all my bins here too, but now it means I need to remember what's what. Where's what? Oh my gosh, I keep bumping my head into the phone. Okay, so when looking for a new scroll wheel, you'll want to make sure that your diameter is roughly the same and your axle that presses on middle mouse button is similar too. Because if either of those are way off, it won't work. Like, shockingly, this aluminum one would probably work. It's nice and wide, which looks good. But what else we got here? That's from a Pulsar X2 HES. That was too narrow. This one's too big in diameter. Too big in diameter. This black one. This black one might work. bass. The music is a bit too loud, IMO. Oh, okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I usually have it 1, 2, 3 notches, 2 notches, 1 notch. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so when you hover your mouse over the volume slider in YouTube, you can use your scroll wheel to do, I think it's like 10% increments. So I do that for a consistent volume level. And then the annoying part too is different musics that I use are different volume levels also. Maybe we just go all black on this one. I don't know, man. This is a little bit of a smaller wheel, so we need a smaller rubber ring too. Maybe this guy? It's about the right fit, a little bit narrow. Too narrow. How about these guys? It's not normalized. Use Spotify maybe? Yeah, that is actually something really interesting. YouTube doesn't normalize audio levels. You can right click and go on stats for nerds and you can see like the volume level of the video. But yeah, they don't normalize it, do they? Huh, none of these really fit super well. I think this one fit the best, but it's still not perfect. We might just do that if that fits. Okay, so when we put in a new scroll wheel, we check for rubbing. Like if you press down and scroll, does it catch anywhere? It doesn't seem to be. Was there another color I could have done? I do have the gray here. I think the gray is too big. That might be too big too. I think I tried that one. Looks like M800 mini scroll wheel. It's just black on black. Yeah, I don't know which ones this is from exactly. Hey, hun. Yeah, I'll be done. Lauren, no. Scrubbing the sink only takes 5 minutes. I'll get it done. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here. Yeah, Lauren, it's okay. It only takes a few minutes. I think we'll just try this one. If I don't like it, I can go back and change it later. This mouse usually uses a charging dock, and I sanded it down. I think like damn near, yeah. I toasted the bottom of this one, huh? VQ is here. Hey, what's up, dude? The wheel itself, I almost put one in my L7 Ultra Plus. Yeah. On my modding spreadsheet, I like made a category to show scroll wheel diameters and widths, because that is useful information, but I don't know, it just gets a little bit, man, the spreadsheet can just grow and grow and grow, you know? Like maybe I will get around to that one day, but it's also not really a thing that most people care about. Man, I love this shape, but the clicks on this just don't feel fantastic. And then I also put grip tape on this, so we'll just do some dot skates. What do you guys want? Red or white? The scroll wheel will put back in here. Yeah, it still feels good. So I should actually, before I totally screw this, yeah, I'm actually gonna check the scroll wheel for, yeah, middle mouse feels good. It's not very tactile. Like I would love to swap the encoder someday. Maybe if I put more time on this mouse. Yeah, I kind of do want to, man, I wish they made like a pro when I say pro, I mean like a I wish they made a version of this mouse without the dock thing going on here. You know what I should probably do with this mouse, actually? I have a version from Daz that uses a 3311. I could probably swap the bases. Swap the base. Yeah, the dotscape placement on this is going to be cursed because, I mean, you guys can see that, right? I blew through with sanding. Yeah, I definitely have learned things from sanding. Like, I have more mice that I want to base sand, and one of the lessons learned from it was... Oh man, the buttons and scroll wheel just don't feel great. One of the lessons learned from it was to do wet sanding. It helps dissipate heat better if you use a little bit of water. I also feel like you can get a little bit of a nicer, finer finish. Oh, it's so creepy, dude. Oh my, can you guys hear this? Just how creepy this thing is. But the problem with wet sanding is you have to fully disassemble your mouse because the like plastic sanded dust will coagulate with the water and turn into like a plastic mud, and it gets everywhere. Like I got it all over my clothing, and I mean that's not a big deal, but inside the mouse it'll like get up all in the sensor lens ring. I don't know. I guess the plastic wouldn't harm anything inside of the mouse, but oh yeah, also I didn't getting to that with my finger, I definitely need a fingernail to get to the on-off button. That is something that I don't have time to disassemble and cut away at right now, but I will do later. Oh man, that's tough. Okay, time to get out the... Nope, don't fall, please. Get out the old dental pick. Dental pick, really nifty tool to have if you're a hobbyist. I got them from like a corner store that sells like, that does like lawnmower repair. They just had a bin of them. And I was like, okay, yeah, 99 cents, sure. I got one. I broke one of the two ends, so then I got another one. Yeah, my across the street neighbor is a dentist. In stream, we're pushing for translucence. That's how it broke. I don't want to blame people in the stream. It definitely was self-inflicted. I thought the translucent idea was hilarious and fun, so... Okay. We'll do 8 dots on this. We'll get a weight. And what did I do with my screwdriver? There's my screwdriver. Yeah, the gray. This is also... here's weight real quick. 50 grams even. What's up with... I have like another mouse that was 50 grams even too that I did on stream. I forget which mouse. But we went with white dots on this one. Why? I don't know. How's the Noah? The FineMax Noah? Oh, it's fine. It needs better clicks. I need to just sell it. It's not... My base is warped too. It's not bad, but it's... Yeah, it's a little warped. So... I want to show you guys before I end the stream which color side y'all prefer for my mat here. These skates are toast. I'm not even going to bother keeping those. Is PTFE recyclable? Probably. Okay, so there's this side. Side 1, the gray side, dark gray. Or side 2, light gray. So side 2, the lighter side, is going to be more reflective. I don't know. Some people would use this as a mouse pad. That's crazy. This is like not good for humidity. I guess if you have a sleeve, you could do it. It's interesting. It has like quite a bit of static friction though. The dynamic is actually not that bad, but... And then it's like very smooth. The other side has more texturing to it, which is interesting. I think I like the dark gray more. The light gray is a little bit easier to see stuff on it. Like screws and dongles and stuff. The dark gray in particular like hides my screwdriver bits. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Well, I think I'm going to have to end the stream here. I got a couple of things I need to do before my friends come over. I'll try to stream some more tonight though. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for checking out the stream. I'm sorry that not a whole lot got done, but maybe the next stream will be more eventful. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for the people in chat. Viku, Mayank, Vijile, Yusuf. Yeah, I gotta tweak my setup too. All right, thanks guys. Bye.